Okay, class. This is your last part of this lesson. You will be given a story. You'll be asked to write a function. You'll make a function table, graph it. They'll also ask you, how do you know if your data is discrete or not or continuous? Each student that passes their math test will receive an extra credit of 4 points to improve their entire quiz mark. As you can see, I have made marks. That means I have read. I have circled what is important. Write a function, that is 1, to represent the total value of points given out. Make a function table, that is the second thing they want me to do, to find the total points of 6, 12, 18, and 24. Graph the function. So that's the third part. I need to graph the function. After I graph the function, I need to say whether it is continuous or discrete. So that's the fourth part, and explaining is the fifth part. So as I read, it said each student that passes will receive 4 points. So how do I write that equation? For y equals to 4x. So x is the number of students, y is the total points. So they told me if I have 6 students, I will have given out 24 points. How did I get 24? I multiplied 4 by 6. If I have 12 students, I'll multiply 4 by 12, all that, I get 48. The same thing there, okay? So here is my function table. All function tables should have 3 columns. The middle column is for your work, x and y, x on the left, y on the right. Okay, graph the function. So I had a graph. I decided to go by 6 on the x, and I decided to go by 24 on the y, because I didn't have a y-intercept, okay? And all these numbers are multiples of 24. So I said every 2 boxes is 24, or every 1 box is 12, okay? So that's what I did. I labeled my y, I labeled my x, I put my title. So number of students is on x, total points is on y. Every time I skipped 2 boxes to put the other number. The same thing here. So this is 3, 6, 9, 12, like that. 15, 18. I skipped every 2 boxes, I wrote 6. So that's what I did. Then I came to my graph. 6 goes with 24. 12 goes with 48. 18 goes with 72. 24 goes with 96. And then I just I followed the pattern. Every 2 boxes I put a dot. Now, I cannot join my points because number of students. Students are human beings. You cannot have half a student. You can only go by whole numbers, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's how you count students. So because of that, I knew my function is going to be discrete. This function is discrete because the number of students can only be represented by whole numbers. That is why the points on my graph are not connected. And that's how I answer the question. So I'll get a mark for my writing my function. I'll get a mark for doing my table correctly. I'll get a mark for doing my graph correctly. Remember graph. To get a mark, there has to be an x, 0, y. You must label your numbers correctly. You can't skip 1 box and then skip 2 boxes. No. If you skip 1 box, it is 1 box all the time. If you skip 2 boxes, it is 2 boxes all the time. Okay? You label your y. The same thing. You put the correct units. If you skip 2 boxes, it is 2 boxes every time. And then I answered this question, is this function continuous or discrete? I said this function is discrete because the number of students can only be represented by whole numbers. That is why my points on the graph are not connected. I stated, I explained. And here I will get full mark. Okay? So do your examples. Then we'll talk about them tomorrow. On Sunday.